Oh, baby. Good morning, everybody out there. Payday came a bit early, folks. Payday came a bit early. By the way, good morning to all the garbage men, garbage women, graveyard shift workers. If you're getting off your graveyard shift, good morning. Teachers, students, janitors, plumbers, everybody out there, cops, firefighters, you name it. As it's Judgment Day, we're making our pitches to Aaron Judge. And who better to have on the line right now, Shasky, than Renel, Brooks, Moon. And before we even get into Aaron Judge, we both talked about the Willie Mays stock yesterday. It put tears in our eyes. And I know Renel, she's been a long-time PA announcer for the San Francisco Giants, radio legend out here in the Bay Area. She's on a first-name basis. Auntie Renel, what's happening, Auntie?
Good morning, guys. How are you, nephew?
Oh, man, I'm good. Shasky's good. We're hoping that we can lure Aaron Judge in, so we're going to have you make a pitch in just a second for Aaron Judge. But how about that Willie Mays doc, Renel? I mean, where do we begin? Because by the end of it, I was sobbing. I was crying. Tears of joy, tears of what this man meant. I never seen him play, and yet I think he's the greatest baseball player ever just by the word of mouth from everybody. So what was the tearjerker for you? What did you think of the doc?
Okay. I don't even know where to start. I had the great honor of being at the premiere at the Castro Theater Sunday. Mm-hmm. And John Miller and I co-hosted the pre-screening panel with Nelson George, the director, and John Shea, the biographer, and Willie's good friend, and of course, Barry, Willie's godson. And John and I both decided that we had access to the film before the premiere. Mm-hmm. We both decided that we wanted to watch it authentically as a community, with the fans in the theater. Because that movie experience is very, like, communal and everything. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like it. So to be with 800, of San Francisco celebrities and fans, and we all, like, collectively had, like, the same reactions to a lot of the things that we saw on the screen, And I shared, first of all, I can't believe that I know Mr. Mays. Yeah. I rarely call him Willie. It's not right. I got to give him all the respect in the world. But, I told the story that Mother was pregnant with me in 1958 when the Giants moved out west. And, of course, my parents and most of my parents' generation, black folks, were Dodgers fans first, right, because of Jackie Robinson. Mm-hmm. So when the team moves out west, my parents' allegiance completely shifted. So Willie is like, my mother raised me on Willie Mays and Giants baseball. So, for me to have this relationship now with him, I'm getting teary now. I'm a little weepy right now. And to be a part of that premiere Sunday night, I don't know how that happened to me, nephew. I was just my life right now, right? But you said something that is so important. You said you never got to see him play. Yeah. And there's so much great footage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They dug up some unbelievable footage, not just of him, playing baseball, but of him, in Harlem, rolling with the homies, and there's just so, and how his ascent to stardom was right in sync with the civil rights movement, and that's why I think it's so important for young people, especially, to see this movie, that, like your generation that never saw him play, to see what he has meant to this game, and that he, in fact, really was the greatest player ever. It's very emotional for me, and I got to show it to my mom on she's 96, y'all. Wow. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to mama.
Her, yesterday on the iPad, and we both got emotional. So he means so much to me and my family. My family's a baseball family. He means so much to this city and to this game. Yeah. He changed the game, and he really became, as we talked about Sunday, like the first black superstar sports athlete. Sports guy. What am I talking about? I haven't had my coffee yet. But really the first, like, crossovers, black sports athlete celebrity, right? Oh, there's so much. And the footage of him on the TV shows back in the day.
Yeah. That was the stuff that got me right there. Like, because Renel, you're bringing up my dad's favorite player is Willie Mays. I mean, he called in yesterday, talked for like 30 minutes about it, and he grew up loving Willie Mays, and we would go to all the games at Candlestick. So for me to see different versions of Candlestick and all those different players, and like Bonte said, we didn't see a lot of these highlights. Even on YouTube, they weren't available until recently. And so I knew all the stats. What I didn't know was the advent of television and how important it was for him to be on the Ed Sullivan Show and all these other shows, and Costas kind of narrating that. And I also was unaware, and you referenced Jackie Robinson, I was unaware of Jackie Robinson calling him out like that. And I think it's relevant to what's going on now because you're seeing all these different athletes and everyone's got, whether it's Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, different ends of the spectrum. You're seeing people use their voice in a good way, some using their voice in other ways, some people not using their voice. I was unaware of the Jackie Robinson thing, and then to hear it through Willie's prism that, hey, I wasn't gifted enough orally to be able to verbalize it, but I was doing my part. That really hit home for me, and I felt really bad that his idol, Jackie Robinson, would call him out that way.
Yeah, I know. I knew a little bit about that, but it was really interesting to watch the film really dive into that. But Mr. Mays is the kindest soul, and I'm sure he made peace with that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And see, it's hard for me because I can see it from both sides. Obviously, right? I can see it, but and Willie's right. Some people are made for these moments, for those particular moments. Some maybe are not, but you contribute in other ways. And Willie was quietly behind the scenes doing his part. Mm-hmm. That was a very, very powerful part of the film. And again, that's why it's so important for young people. Us OGs, we love it for a million reasons, but I want the generations like you guys and younger that know his legacy and his legend, but never, this tells you about his life. Yep. How about being a kid in the most racist city in the world, right? Mm-hmm. Being a teenager and going to play for the Birmingham Black Barons.
Incredible.
You know what I mean?
Incredible footage.
It's a remarkable story, and it is the story of the American dream. Willie Mays is the American dream.
Yeah.
It's what you're supposed to be able to do in this country, right?
Yep, no doubt.
The American dream. He's a national treasure. He's an American icon. I'm so glad that I kind of was like, why did it take so long for this? You know what I mean? But everything, because I was saying how when we saw we were all locked in watching The Last Dance during the pandemic and everything, and the Jeter docs and the Lakers and all these docs. And I was like, why has there not been one on the greatest player to ever play baseball? But everything happens in due time, and for some reason, I just feel like the time is just right now, and he's with us and he's present and he's able to feel all of the energy and the love that's coming from the response to this documentary.
Renel Brooks Moon here on the Morning Rush on 95.7 The Game. Auntie, of course, PA announcer for the San Francisco Giants as they get ready to set off the offseason. Farhan Zaidi down in Las Vegas trying to make some pitches, see if we could get Aaron Judge out here. Last one on Mays, I thought it was fascinating where you always have protectors, and I'm sure, Renel, you had protectors because you're on the path to greatness, right? And Willie was on this path to greatness with the New York Giants. And the fact that in Harlem, they were like, yo, Willie, it's 9 o'clock. You got to roll, bro. You got to get home. And they made sure he got home, and he got his night's rest. He went to go play baseball. And then 9 o'clock came the next day. He's like, yo, Willie, you got to get up out of here, man. You're the guy who's going to take us to another level. You're going to open up so many doors for kids of color, for adults of color, for baseball players coming into Major League Baseball. I thought for me, that would hit me hard. Where the OGs are like, yo. It was kind of like me when I was growing up a little bit. Saying, yo, Bonte, get in the house, dude. What are you doing out here? Get your butt in the house. But that was cool to me, Renel.
I know, right? And culturally, especially for back in those days, that's what we do. Yep. We take care of everybody's kids in the neighborhood, right?
Yep.
That was amazing, and to see him with the kids in Harlem and playing pool at the Red Rooster, and again, how you said they protected him. And the other thing that came out in the doc was how Willie protected his body and his instrument, how he took care of it.
Yeah,
he did not smoke, he did not drink. And why did he have not a 6-pack but an 8-pack back in the day when there were no gyms
Chiseled.
and personal trainers? He was ripped. He was that, and that really resonated for me.
Yeah,
because I kind of do the same with my voice. I got to take care of my instrument as well. We all do with whatever we do. We got to take care of our instrument. So that was really. He just continues to inspire me. All these years later, but that was phenomenal. Sitting up there with no shirt on and just an 8-pack. Pow, 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 pow.
It was great. And Tito Fuentes was just a rock star. Barry Bonds, seeing him in that, he seemed so happy and he was so open. And I know in the Bay Area we know, but it feels like nobody else knows how much of a baseball historian and how he is the part of the first family of baseball. And I thought it was just so well done. Renel, though, we got to get to Aaron Judge because today's the opening, essentially, of free agency. I mean, like us, we want everyone to come to the Giants,
Right.
but we want Aaron Judge to come. And we want, like Barry at the end of that doc, we want him to come home. What would your pitch to Aaron Judge be if you got in a room with him or if you had a face-to-face with him and you had an opportunity to sell him on San Francisco and the San Francisco Giants?
Aaron, my young brother, my dude, my nephew, another nephew. I'm going to flip the script right here on you, Morning Roast, and I'm going to talk to his wife. Is anybody coming from that perspective?
No.
We love
Smart.
it, though.
I like it.
This is, I like where you're going.
Okay, because let's be clear. We know who runs the household. We know who makes the decision, okay? And I'm going to come in with the female perspective. I'm going to flip the script on you. So,
this.
Samantha, girl, how you doing? I'm Renel Brooks Moon. I've been the voice of Oracle Park since the park opened in 2000. I would like to welcome you and your husband to San Francisco. I'm going to get you acclimated, girl. I got you. You're an athlete. You just ran the New York City Marathon. I got you. You need a gym. You need a Pilates studio. You need a yoga studio. Girl, I got you. How about a spa? How about a spa day? I know all the spots, okay? I got you on that, okay? Dining, world-class dining in San Francisco. And not to, puff my chest out, but I got a few hookups at a few restaurants. Yeah. Okay? The beautiful wine country is an hour away. When y'all need a getaway in the off-season, I got your hookup up there. And we've got such a fan base up there that would warmly embrace you up in Napa. Hairdressers, makeup artists. Girl, I got you. I got you. You love sports, both you and Aaron. We've got a plethora of sports here in the Bay Area, professional and college, okay? We've got the Sharks. We've got the NBA champions right down the street. They are our neighbors. Where you will find another power couple, Steph and Aisha Curry. Let me get you in on that. We'll have two power couples back to back. Anything you need, Samantha, Sam, if I may, I'm your girl. Now, to your husband, let's just be clear, Aaron. You know you want to come home, baby. You grew up going to the ballpark. Okay, your childhood ballpark. Your parents are still here. Your in-laws are still here. Your favorite player, Rich Aurelia. Not only will you have access, Aaron Judge, to Rich Aurelia personally, but you will have Rich Aurelia's Red Stitch wine for life. Okay? I can make that happen. Will Clark will be a bonus hitting coach for you. Barry Bond will be a bonus hitting coach for you. And finally, we just talked about the greatest player ever. May he live long and may he be in great health. You will have access to the greatest player of all time. You will have a relationship with him, like so many of us have been privileged and honored to do and to have.
Wow. You know what, Renel? Go ahead.
Let me just do one more. I want to shout out to my girl Janice Huff, who's a Giants fan, and we're social media pen pals. And she said at the Willie Mays premiere, she told me to tell him, we don't boo our fans out here, Aaron Judge. We don't get down like that. This is a diverse Bay Area community. It's all about love. There will be no booing. Not on my watch.
Ooh.
Okay, now I think I'm done.
Hey, Renel, go ahead, give us the first at bat. We don't have to wait until opening day.
Yeah.
Now batting, number 99, Aaron Judge. Go ahead, give it to us, Renel.
Leading off the inning for the Giants, number 99, Aaron Judge.
I am so ready. Renel, I had no idea that his wife was also from the area. I started Googling it while you were talking. She's from Linden as well, and her family still lives there. I didn't know that.
That was a great perspective, Renel. This is why we need females in our life, Renel. This is why we need you, Renel.
Trying to say.
Wow.
Trying to say. But yeah, they were high school sweethearts.
I didn't know that. Wow.
To the judges, this would be a full circle moment. Okay, let's just be clear. But I thought I'd come in with that female.
No, I love it.
We love it, Renel. We love the perspective on the Willie Mays doc. We love your pitch to Aaron Judge. We can't wait to see you at the yard. We can't wait for Willie Mays to make his pitch. we just got to make sure Aaron Judge watches the doc before today really kicks off, right? We got to get him that doc, get him the link, get him the HBO Max password, and get Aaron Judge in front of the TV and get this guy back to the Bay. Renel, you're the best. Honestly, we appreciate the time today.
Much.
Thank you so much for the wisdom and the time and the insight on the Willie Mays doc.
Thank you, guys. It's my great pleasure. Bonte Auntie loves you. So proud of you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Auntie. Thank you. Renel Brooks-Mood, everybody. Well, wow, what unbelievable pitch.
That angle, I hadn't even considered.
That's why we needed her. What an angle. Wow. What a perspective. Could you